It's official! Southampton have been relegated down to the Championship. Hey guys, welcome to the channel, welcome to another video. Today's video is going to centre around Southampton Football Club, who have been relegated down to the Championship. The writing has seemingly been on the wall for a while. The inevitability of the Saints yo-yoing back down to the second tier in the football pyramid of English football was seemingly there for all to see. And after this weekend, a combination of Wolves beating Ipswich and Southampton losing to Tottenham, it has finally been made official and confirmed that Southampton will be back in the Championship for next season. The Championship is about to, with open arms, welcome back the Saints to their division. We're going to be talking a little bit about Southampton, the dreadful season that has been and gone, what to make of them with 7 games left and everything else in between. But before we go any further in discussing all of that and much more, I would like to remind you all to please like the video and also subscribe if you are new. Both things will always and forever be greatly appreciated. Get involved in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts, your comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you want to call it, about Southampton down below. Would love to hear from you all, so please do get involved. And without further ado, we'll go into the conversation ourselves. We're going to be talking Southampton and the official confirmation of their relegation down to the Championship for next season. Look, it was seemingly inevitable for a while. We obviously know that the gap seemingly between the Premier League teams and the newly promoted Championship teams is seemingly widening by the season. And this season was always going to be a massive uphill struggle for the Saints. We all knew that they were going to be one of the favourites to go back down. We all were questioning where the goals were going to come from. Would they be defensively solid enough to keep out the goals at the other end? And would their midfield work to the best of their ability? Safe to say that no matter what the manager has tried to do, it has not worked out. 2 wins, 4 draws, 25 defeats on the record for Southampton this season. A total of 10 points with 23 goals scored and 74 goals against them. And we've still got 7 games to go. It's not exactly like Sheffield United's last season, but it's dangerously close. It's always going to be a massive uphill struggle, there's no doubt about it. But the lack of goal scoring from that Saints team, the lack of defensive awareness was there for all to see. They tried to stick with their principles. They tried to play out from the back. But then everybody soon realised if you press this team high, they've not got the capabilities in this division to play that kind of way, to play that style of football, to play out from the back. And that's where a lot of their downfall came, especially in the middle part of the season. I remember seeing a lot of Southampton games and seeing that teams would just press them up high, and they would flop. They would flounder. They would crack under that pressure because they just didn't have the technical ability, the composure to carry out that style of football at this level. They didn't have the players. They didn't have the capabilities. They would just crack under that pressure. Not scoring enough goals. Their forward line just didn't have the right opportunities, and if they did, they weren't putting them in the back of the net. It's the same old situation. It is the same old situation for these newly promoted championship teams. Yes, I don't think they're getting enough help from the Premier League when they first do come up, but at the same time, the quality is just unfortunately for them not there. The calibre is just not there. There is individual talent there. That Tyler Dibbling, as a prime example, is probably going to go on and he's probably going to get a big move in the summer, with all due respect to the Saints, and he'll probably move on to a Premier League club. Seems to be one that is going to be one to look out for the future. He'll probably get a move to a Premier League club. We'll see how his future goes. There is 1 or 2 individual talents there that I think that certain Premier League teams that are looking to build and strengthen their squad and beef up their squad for next season we'll definitely look at when this Saints team goes down, looking for a bargain or two here and there. Maybe one of them's got like a release clause of some description or something like that because of obviously the relegation. But as far as what Southampton goes, look, you probably would say that they may be a strong contender to yo-yo back up for next season. Maybe they're one of these teams that is too good for the Championship but not good enough for the Premier League. Maybe the parachute payments will also help. It's going to be an interesting battle because the Championship is one hell of a difficult league to get out of. They obviously know that as much as anyone. But ultimately, when you look overall and when you look back at their season, yeah, it's not been a great campaign, to say the least. A massive understatement there. But there are one or two shining lights, and whether or not they can keep those shining lights going forward remains to be seen. Whether or not the manager's going to stick around remains to be seen. Whether or not it's going to be a completely different look to Southampton back in the Championship for next season remains to be seen. So what of the final 7 games? Well, the pressure is completely off. We all know now that Southampton are going to be one of the 3 relegated teams for this season. So what happens now? Well, Southampton are not only going to be playing for pride, but they are also going to be playing to try and obviously not be the team that breaks the lowest point scoring tally of any team in the Premier League, currently held, of course, by Derby County. Just having a look here at the remaining fixtures for Southampton. So, of course, they lost 3-1 to Tottenham today to confirm their status of being relegated. They then go to the in-form Aston Villa. They then will face West Ham, Fulham, who, of course, beat Liverpool today, Leicester City, who by that point could also be relegated themselves, depending on how things go. Then they go up against Manchester City. Then they'll have David Moyes' Everton. And then they will face Arsenal on the final day of the season. It's going to be a very difficult task for them to get that all-important 1 point that they need to at least equal Derby County's record. 2 points if they want to obviously beat that record. Avoid breaking that record, should I say. But it is probably going to be achieved. I'm looking at that Leicester game in particular, and I'm thinking they could get something from that game. Equally, with the pressure off, you never know. They could just throw caution to the wind. It could be one of those things that obviously they say, look, just go out there and enjoy yourselves. Enjoy what is left of being in the Premier League for at least another year. Just throw caution to the wind, basically. Try stuff that you wouldn't have done earlier on in the campaign. The pressure's completely off. Do whatever the hell you like, because there's no way that this can get any worse. So, maybe there could be that, but that's all that now remains for Southampton's season, unfortunately for them. Pride, and of course, not trying to break Derby County's all-time Premier League goal-scoring points tally of being an all-time low. So I think they will break it. It'll be incredible if they don't. But at the same time, the relegation is, of course, the bottom line in all of this. And, of course, that was something that was inevitable, seemingly, for a long, long time right now. And there you have it. That is the first of the 3 relegation teams that have been confirmed. It does seem like Leicester and Ipswich will be following suit. And all 3 Premier League new boys of this season will be going back down to the Championship. Of course, we wait and see what does officially happen with Leicester and with Ipswich. But it does seem like they will be following Southampton. But Southampton today have been officially confirmed as being relegated down to the Championship. These are just the thoughts, comments, opinions, predictions, feelings, whatever you want to call it, of this guy. I want to know what you guys think. What do you make of Southampton's season? What do you make of the relegation battle that is playing out before our very eyes? And what do you make of next season? Do you think Southampton will have the capabilities to bounce back again for the next campaign? Or do you think that it could be a struggle for them to return? Let me know what you guys are thinking and feeling about all things Southampton down below in that comment section. Use that comment section, people, and talk to me on this. Would love to hear what you have to say. And otherwise, hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new or want to see more content like this. Both things will always and forever be greatly appreciated. And of course, as I always say with these kind of things, thank you all for watching and listening. And thank you all for your brand new or continued support to the channel. It's very much appreciated by me. The support is absolutely awesome from you guys. So thank you all so much. Will always be appreciated. Never be taken for granted. You guys are amazing. I've been Fletch. This has been another Fletch Talks video, and I'll see you speak to you all again soon in another video or live stream or whatever it may be. Cheers, guys. Thanks everyone for watching. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Speak to you all again very soon.